So let me give you this one. Federal gun laws and regulation. We got Eric Lancaster, who has a question. What do you see as the future for pistol braces and using shorter barreled uppers with AR pistols? Do you think they will be banned outright, or there will be grandfather clause for the tens of millions of pistol braced AR owners? So where are we at on that pistol brace ban?
So yeah, the pistol brace ban is currently being reviewed by the ATF after several 100,000 comments on the matter. Last we spoke to the ATF, they told us it should be finalized around August of this year. So stay tuned for that. In terms of grandfathering, I see what he's getting at. There is sort of a grandfathering mechanism in this rule, but it's not the way that I suppose gun owners would traditionally think of grandfathering when it comes to a gun control law. Your option for grandfathering is to register your pistol braced AR with the ATF under the National Firearms Act. So you'd have to pay a $200 tax stamp, register that serial number, and hopefully you live in a state that allows NFA items. And that's pretty much your option for being grandfathered with that with that item.
And that's only really grandfathering compared to like the bump stock ban, right? Where the ATF said that it was always illegal for you to own this, and so you can't register it. This time around, they're taking a slightly less grandiose approach to it. I don't know, a slightly less overbearing approach where now you can register them if you want to, or you can destroy them or dismantle them or whatever.
Sure.
So yeah, it's interesting. And I think the last the ATF said was June, right? For that.
I believe that's for the
August,
firearms definition. Yeah. August is for the pistol brace rule. Right. It was the last we heard, at least.
Yeah. But then there was a New York Times piece, where apparently the New York Times claimed that it should have been implemented by now. That's not really based on anything I can understand. But anyway, they said that the administration was trying to push this up to a few months earlier, at least for the firearms redefinition.
Right. I think April is what the New York Times claimed.
Yeah.
Is what the administration wanted. For
the ghost gun firearm redefinition one, at least. I guess it's not entirely clear. I mean, those dates are supposed to be based on, how the federal rulemaking process works, not just what the administration wants them to be. So,
I was going to say, it's not political considerations. Typically, it's how long the bureaucracy takes.
So I don't know. We'll see. And then he had a follow-up as well on national reciprocity. What do you think it would take to accomplish national reciprocity for, concealed carry licenses, basically, essentially for every state to be forced by the federal government to recognize each other's concealed carry licenses?
Right. I guess short answer would be, as we talked about before recording, 60 votes in the Senate, essentially. This effort isn't for lack of trying. They've tried when Republicans are in power, they try almost every session to introduce a reciprocity bill. They came fairly close in 2017 when they had the House and the Senate and the presidency, obviously under Trump. But it was filibustered. They didn't have the majority to beat the 60 vote threshold. So in a short answer, you need sizable enough majorities that are willing to vote for that legislation to see that happen. Yeah.
Basically, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon.
Right. Yeah.
The next most likely chance is if Republicans control everything in 2024 and they get to 60 votes in the Senate, which I don't think they've ever done in history. So it's probably not going to happen. Now, you could see some sort of deal worked out where reciprocity is part of a grander bargain of some sort.
Especially after Bruin. If Bruin gets ruled in a way that, construes carry licensing a little more liberally, maybe there's some deal, like you said, between AGs. But, we've talked about what those states are likely to do. Even if May issue gets struck down, it's kind of hard to see them playing ball. Yeah.
Then this, I just don't. I mean, even if Bruin strikes, even the Supreme Court strikes down those May issue laws, I think that the deep blue states are going to be even harder pressed against agreeing to a national reciprocity bill.
More than likely. Yeah.
But you don't need all the deep blue states. You just need 60. But you need the House to pass it and then 60 votes in the Senate. And realistically, in real life, that means you're going to have Republican control of the House, Republican control of the Senate, and the Republican president. And you don't necessarily need to get to 60 Republicans in the Senate. I mean, I guess that's what we said earlier, but it doesn't, you could probably get a couple Democrats if you had the right makeup in the, you had a more moderate Democratic senator in there. But I just, outside of some sort of major bargain package, it's hard to imagine that passing as a standalone bill anytime soon. But things can change, and I just don't know that they're going to change in the next 2 years. Is all. We'll see.